Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning students, welcome to online classes. Today we will see about the next part of the same chapter, triangle, and that is inequalities in a triangle. What is the meaning of inequality? If all the sides of the triangle are equal, then that type of triangle is known as equilateral. If any two sides are equal, then that type of triangle is known as isosceles triangle. And no two sides equal, then that type of triangle is known as scaling triangle. Now here I have drawn some figure. Now compare these two, line segment CD and line segment AB. What can you say about their lengths if we compare their length? Then we can say that length of line segment AB is greater than length of line segment CD. Now compare these two angles. Measure of angle A is greater than measure of angle B. Now we will see the next example. Here angles ABC is drawn. Now we will take more points, we will construct more points on arm CA of this angle ACB. So if we construct this point A dash, we can say dash A dash C is greater than AC. A dash C is greater than AC. If you want to compare the length of this side, A dash C is greater than AC. This length A dash C is greater than AC. Measure angle A dash BC, we will compare this. Measure of angle A dash BC is greater than measure angle ABC. If we construct one more point A double dash C on this arm CA and compare measure of that angle, in that case we can say A double dash C is greater than BC. So measure angle A double dash BC is greater than measure of angle AC. Now theorem 7.6. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the angle opposite to the longer side is larger or greater. What is given? If two sides of triangle are unequal, then the angle which is opposite to the longer side is larger. I will explain it by drawing the figure. Like this is the one side, then with any arbitrary radius we'll take point P here. We'll draw this P. Now we'll take the different points at different distances. Suppose this point. Now we will join this side. Label this point P, Q, R, S, T. Now what can you say about measure of this angle? Measure of this angle TAB. What can you say about measure of this angle TAB? TAB is greater than TAB. This angle is greater than SAB, greater than angle RAB, greater than angle QAB, greater than angle PAB. Now what we have done is we have marked the points, marked different points Q, P, Q, R, S, T. Then we have drawn the ray, that is ray PS, ray AP, ray AS, ray AR, ray PQ and ray AP. Now we have compared the measure of angles formed by construction. So measure angle TAB greater than angle TASAB greater than angle RAB greater than angle QAB and greater than angle PAB. Now what can you say about length of this side? If you compare this length of this side, this line segment, that is third side of triangle, seems to be larger. TB seems to be larger. TB seems to be larger. So side TB, length of side TB is greater than length of side SB, greater than length of side RB, greater than QB, and lastly greater than PB. So from this, if two sides of triangle are unequal, then the angle opposite to longer side is the larger or greater. Now theorem 7.7. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle is larger or longer. Theorem 7.8. The sum of any two sides of triangle is greater than the third side. Sum of any two sides of triangle is greater than the third side. What we will see is this triangle ABC. Now sum of these two sides, AB plus BC. If you add these two sides, AB plus BC is greater than AC. What is the next part? AB plus AC. AB plus AC is greater than BC. And third part is AC plus BC is greater than AB. That is sum of any two sides of triangle. Sum of any two sides of triangle is always greater than third side. Exercise 7.4 question 1. In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the largest side. So this is a figure. AC is the hypotenuse and angle B is 90 degrees. That is it is right angle. We have studied that the sum of measure of all three angles of triangle is 180. We use that. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. Now angle B is given, which is 90. So angle A plus 90 plus angle C is 180. Therefore, angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 minus 90, which is 90. Angle A plus angle C is 90. This means that angle A as well as angle C both are acute angles, as sum of measure of these two angles is 90. They are complementary and they are acute angles. This shows that angle A is equal to measure angle A is less than 90 as well as measure angle C is less than 90. 90 means it is B, angle B. Angle C is less than angle B. Now we will compare the side. Which is the side opposite to angle A? Which is side opposite to angle A? That is BC. So from this we can write BC less than, which is side opposite to angle B? Side opposite to angle B is AC. BC less than AC. For this, which is the side opposite to angle C? Which is the side opposite to angle C? That is AB. So AB less than AC. From this first and this second, what can you say? Hypotenuse, that is AC is the largest side. AC is the largest side. Once again, right angle triangle is given where angle B is equal to 90. So sum of measure of all three angles of triangle is 180. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180. So angle A, substituting value of angle B as 90, angle A plus 90 plus angle C is 180. So angle A plus angle C is 180 minus 90, which is 90. That means both angle A as well as angle C are acute angles. That is, measure of angle A is less than angle B. 90 means angle B as measure of angle B is 90, and angle C also less than from both these 1 and 2 you can say that AC is the longer side. Now we will see this. What is given? Side AB and AC. Side AB and AC of triangle ABC are extended to point P and Q respectively. What is given? Angle PBC is less than angle PBC is less than angle QCB. Now, what can we do? We know that this two angle, as this AB is extended to P, we know that sum of major of these two angles is 180 as they forms a linear pair. Therefore, angle ABC plus angle PBC is 180. Angle ABC plus angle PBC is 180. What is the result? Linear pair of angle. Now next part here. This angle ACB and angle QCB also forms linear pair. So therefore, angle ACB plus angle QCB is equal to 180. Result, linear pair of angle. Now compare this to with this. Angle PBC is less than angle QCB. Angle PBC is less than angle QCB. If angle PBC is less than angle QCB, if we subtract this, if you want to find out measure angle ABC in terms of PBC, what can you do? Angle ABC is equal to 180 minus angle PBC, as well as angle ACB is equal to 180 minus angle QCB. Now as PBC is less than QCB, PBC is less than QCB, that means this measure of this angle is smaller as compared to this angle. So this angle ABC greater than angle AC. Now for that we will take example. Let measure of angle PBC is 110 degree. So what can you say about angle ABC? If this is 110, this is 70. Let measure of this angle is 130. So 130, that means this one 130, 180 minus 130, that is 50. That is measure angle ACB is smaller as compared to ABC. So which is the side opposite to angle ABC? Side opposite to angle ABC in triangle ABC is AC. In triangle ABC, the side opposite to angle ABC is AC. So AC greater than which is the side opposite to angle ACB? AC greater than AB. So with this we prove that. Okay. Now exercise 7.4 question number 3. This is a figure. Now here what is given in this figure? Angle B less than angle B. That is measure of angle B is less than angle B. So the side which is opposite to angle B is smaller than the side which is opposite to angle A. Side which is opposite to angle A. So which is the side opposite to angle B? Side opposite to angle B is OA. So OA less than, which is the side opposite to angle A? Side opposite to angle A is OB. OA less than OB. Now next relationship given is angle C less than angle D. Angle C less than angle D. So which is the side opposite to angle C? Side opposite to angle C is OD. OD less than, which is the side opposite to angle D? OC. Now for both these we are using the theorem that is the sides which are opposite to larger angle are larger or longer. So angle B is smaller than angle A. So side opposite to angle B is OA. OA is smaller than side opposite to angle A, that is OB. Now here angle C is less than angle D. So which is side opposite to angle C? OD. OD is less than OC. Now we will add both these left hand side. This plus it. By adding this we will get OA plus OD less than OB plus OC. Adding left hand side and right hand side, OA plus OD is equal to, adding this 1 and 2, we will get this OA plus OD less than OB plus OC. Now OA plus OD is AD less than OB are drawn from a given point. On it, not on it. The perpendicular line segment is the shortest. The perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Now, given what is given? Line L and point P is given. What is the relationship? Line L and point P is given, but point P is not lying on line L. Point P is not lying on line L. So we will draw line segment PN and PM joining point PN, PNN and PMN. Once again, line L and point P is given. Point P is not lying on line. Now we will draw line segment joining P to different points on line L, that is N and M. We will draw PN and PM. Now we have to prove that the line segment drawn from given points not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. That is PN is smaller than P. This we want to do. Now, how can we do? Now, as we have drawn the perpendicular, triangle PNF is a right angle triangle. Therefore, angle PNF is 90. Now, the sum of measure of all three angles of triangle, that is angle P plus angle N plus angle M is equal to 180. Now, major angle N is 90. Substitute the value of major angle N here. So, angle P plus 90 plus angle M is 180. So, angle P plus angle M. Angle P plus angle M is equal to 180 minus 90, which is 90. Angle P plus angle M is 90. That is proves that both these angle P as well as angle M are acute angles. That is, major angle P is less than 90 as well as angle P is less than, angle M is less than 90 from this. And both are acute angles. Angle P is less than 90, angle M less than 90. But angle N is 90. Measure of angle N is 90. That is, angle P is less than angle N. Angle M is less than angle N. Now, which is the side opposite to angle P? Which is the side opposite to angle P? The side opposite to angle P is MN. MN less than, which is the side opposite to angle N? PM. Now for this, which is the side opposite to angle M? PM. Less than, which is side opposite to angle N? PM. So this we will use. The line segment drawn from the point not lying on line is the smallest, because these 2 points are lying on the line. So this is no use for with respect to distance. So PN is the smallest as compared to PM. That is, perpendicular line segment is the shortest line segment of all the given line segments. Students, with this we have finished this chapter, triangle. Now rest of the sums